Good morning, Stampers. Happy Friday, Friday the 13th today. My name is Sherry Roth. I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from Sherwood Park, Alberta, Canada. And every Friday at 11 a.m. Mountain Time, I go live for a crafting video. I'm just updating my iPad here. Be sure to say hi as you join in, or if you're watching the replay. I always love to see who's watching. Here we go. Okay. All right. So the first thing that I do every week is I draw for last week's project. Good morning, Shara. Good morning, Mary Liz. So last week I created a scrapbook page live and I used a photo, and it was one of my photos. So it's kind of hard to give that away. So what I did was I'm going to draw and send somebody my the last project I did for the 12 Days of Christmas video series that I did. So this cute little shaker card using the Alfie set, which I'm so sad to see retiring. So I've got everybody's name who commented on last week's video. So you get an entry for each comment or question that you ask during the live or the replay. And then if you share the video, you get 5 entries. So I've got everybody's name in here. And the lucky winner this week is Shara, and she's online. Awesome. So I will pop that in the mail for you, Shara. Okay, I'm gonna flip the camera down and we're gonna get ready. We're gonna get right into it. I've got some fun stuff to share with you today. All right. The kids will love that card, Shara. It's so fun to shake. Okay, let's move this up a little bit. Okay, so today, well, yesterday was my last class until January. So I will still be working down here, planning upcoming events and stuff like that, but it was my last class, and there will be very little Christmas now. The only thing that I will do that's Christmas related is work on my Christmas, my December album. That's really the only thing that I will do. And I may do a page or two, a holiday themed page or two for my regular family album as well. So apart from that, you won't see a ton of Christmas from me anymore. It's time to move on. I've been doing Christmas since the end of July, and I'm ready to move on. So today I'm combining some new products that will be available beginning January 3rd in the new mini catalog, and some annual catalog product. So I don't think I'm using anything from the holiday catalog. So the first thing I wanted to share with you is this gorgeous Valentine's themed paper, or well, it is Valentine's themed, but you can use it for other occasions as well. It's a specialty DSP. It's called From My Heart, I believe it's called. And it's got this red and flirty flamingo foil on 4 of the pages. Not sure how well that the camera's picking up that shimmer. It's so pretty. So it's real red, flirty flamingo, and whisper white are the colors that are in it. So that's the front side. And then these are the back sides. Of course, you can't go wrong with stripes. I love stripes, so I'm using these ones today. And then you've got some great hearts, and I don't know what it is with arrows, but I've got a thing for arrows. So I love this one, and then this one as well. So lots of fun patterns in this, and this is part of a whole suite of products that they have available. The other thing that we're using today from that suite, these are called the From My Heart Faceted Gems. And they are these little, you get 3 different colors. You get flirty flamingo, you get whisper white, and you get real red. I don't have a ton of real red left because I did a swap with it. And I don't know if you can see that dimension on that. It's got some nice dimension on it. And there's 3 different sizes in the 3 different colors. So they're kind of fun to work with. So we're gonna use some of those as well. Okay, so those are the new products that we're going to use. Set that aside. And then I'm mixing in some annual catalog product. So I am using the Magnolia Lane Memories and More. Good morning, Barb. Good morning, Amy. Good morning, Elaine. The Magnolia Lane Memories and More cards and envelopes. So these come like our mini note cards, they come pre-cut, scored, you get envelopes with them. These are like a craft base, and they've got like this foil, silver foil impression in them. And then the envelopes have that same impression. And they've got around the edges there. And then they come with an envelope liner. Today, this is not gonna match what we're doing, so I'm gonna set this aside. We're not using the envelope liner, but these are great. If you use envelopes without the envelope liner, you can use this as a piece of DSP on a different project. Okay, so we're using those. And then I am throwing in a couple die sets. So I'm using the Be Mine stitched framelits, which are from last year's Occasions catalog, and they carried over into the annual catalog. So I'm using a couple different dies from this, and I'm using the well-written dies, and I'm using the Thanks from this one. So I'm gonna pull that out. So I'm going to need that. Oh, and then there is one more new product that we're using. That's one of the ones on your wish list, Shara, the well-written ones. I love those. I love that they've mixed so many words in there, but then there's also a few different images in there as well. So I love that they did that. The little bird is cute and the butterfly, and then you've got a couple leafy images and then some little flowers, a little heart. I love that they did a mix of words and images in that set. And then I'm going to do just an inside greeting using this celebration stamp set. So it's called Sending You Thoughts, and this is a great stamp set. I've actually used it a fair bit, and I just got it the second week of December. Some great greetings that kind of go together, so you can use one on the outside and then one on the inside. But I love this one. If loving thoughts could heal, you'd be better already. I love that. It's so sweet. And then there's happy birthday. There's 2 inside greetings that would work with the happy birthday. Oh, and you want the Be Mine. Yes, this one, I love this one as well, because there's a couple different shapes of hearts, and then there's a variety of sizes, and some of them are stitched, some of them aren't, some of them are scalloped, some of them aren't. So there's just a lot of variety in that set as well. So this is a celebration set. So for those of you who, I'm sure most of you are aware, if not all of you, celebration starts January 3rd and goes until March 31st. And what that is it's our biggest promotion of the year. For every $60 that you spend, you get to choose something for free out of this brochure. And it's the only way that you can earn these products is by spending either $60 or $120. So there's a level 1 and there's a level 2. So that starts January 3rd. So we as demonstrators have had the opportunity to already pre-earn some of these products, so we can get our hands on and play with the products, and there's some good stuff in there. So I'm excited to share more of that with you. Okay, so you want to see what we're making today? This is what we're making. So I wanted to do something with hearts, because I really wanted to use this DSP, but I did not want to do Valentine's Day. I don't make a ton of Valentine's Day projects. I like making little treats for my customers, and I'll make something for my kids. And some years I make cards for my family, and some years I don't. But I do like hearts. So, and hearts are great for scrapbooking, and hearts can be used for things other than Valentine's Day. They can be used for birthdays. They can be used for anniversaries. I did them here for a thank you card. So I wanted to show that you guys can use hearts, and sometimes when you see products with hearts, you think automatically Valentine's Day, and not everybody does Valentine's Day. So I wanted to share a little bit of versatility with you guys today. All right, so let's get started. What should we start with here? Let's do some die cutting. We've got lots of die cutting to do today. As you can see, there's very little stamping. The only thing that I stamped was this sending a little something on the inside. So very, very little stamping. Most of it is done with the Big Shot today. Okay, so I've got a scrap piece of white cardstock, and I'm going to use, I'll show you which ones I'm pulling off here. So this one, which will give me the stitched heart, I'm going to use this beautiful little floral image down here that will cut from the white. And then I've got a piece of Flirty Flamingo that I will cut from this, I think it was the 3rd largest or the 2nd smallest from that. And then my thank you, I'm going to cut from black. Okay, so I'm gonna pull in the Big Shot and we'll do all that first. Let me catch up on the comments here. Barb says, I wish I knew if those framelits were carrying over. Has it only been in the catalog 1 year? Yes, so they were released in last year's occasions catalog, and then they carried over to the annual catalog. I hope that they carry over again, but I don't know any more than you do. Amy says, my January class will be love themed, Valentine's wedding anniversary, and lots of friends. Yes. Friendship cards. I mean, you can give your friends Valentines, right? Co-workers. So I've got actually a couple cute projects that I'll be sharing with you later this month or early next month, that are kind of cute little things that you can give to your coworkers or friends or family. Okay, so I'm just gonna I'll fit these ones on here, and then I'll do the big heart with another pass through. All right. Just slide all these off, and I'll do the separating afterwards. Okay, run this through. So how's everybody doing for your Christmas preparations? Baking started, cards sent, gifts bought, packages wrapped. Are you all ready? I am not. Most of my shopping is done, and this weekend is going to be finishing up cards. I'm doing some baking. I've got to finish up some swaps. I've got a full weekend, and I need to clean. Oh, my house desperately needs to be cleaned. It's been kind of set aside the last few weeks because things have been a bit crazy. So I need to catch up on all of the things. Okay, so I'm just gonna pop out this flower. Probably should have used my die brush, but it's okay. All right, isn't that pretty? And then we'll do the same with the thank you, or the thanks. I don't want any of these pieces to go missing, so I'm trying to put them back where... Okay, so I think we've got all the pieces that we need. So I'll set those aside. Grab my card base, fold along the score line. I love these pre-made cards because it just makes things so quick and easy. Now I'm going to use the diagonal striped because I like to see how you can make slight changes on a card and see how different it makes the card look. So I'm going to use the diagonal stripes rather than the vertical stripes, or the horizontal stripes. Oh, and is my glue going to act up on me today? Oh my gosh. Okay, let me grab a pin. Okay, so Shara says date night next week is our wrapping weekend. Yeah, I gotta go through what I've bought so far and figure out what I need, and then I'll do that as well. Amy says still not done making Christmas cards. Oh, you were laid up for 2 weeks. Were you sick? And Mary Liz says quiet year, celebration is the 27th with Andrew and Mum, so I'll catch up next weekend. Yeah, you know what? Christmas doesn't always have to happen on Christmas Day, right? It's when it works for everybody. Okay, and then I'm going to take my heart and this beautiful little floral image. I'm going to put a little bit of glue just down the side here. And stick that down. I probably should have used a better glue. Let's hope that holds for a minute here. Okay, I'm going to add a little bit more glue, and we're going to add this. Add a few drops on here. Barb says she's hosting 10 people on Boxing Day. Is that when you do your big Christmas dinner, is on Boxing Day, Barb? Okay, So we've got that floral image, and then this one is going to get popped up using dimensionals. Just like that. And then what I'm gonna do something a little bit different with this. So it's hard to tell just by looking at the card sample that I showed you guys, but I have done layers of this black thanks to give it a bit more thickness and dimension. I could just lay it just on the card like this, but I really wanted to have more substance. So what I did was I've gone ahead and I've pre-cut 4 of these, and I'm going to layer them on top of each other. So I'm going to try this trick, and I have never tried this before. For those of you who are at Onstage, and Brenda shared this little trick, and this goes against everything. And I haven't tried this because this just seems messy to me, and I'm not a messy crafter. So we'll see how it goes. I'm going to try it live. So what she said is use your silicone mat and take a sponge and dip your sponge in there and tap that adhesive onto, I think I need more than that, onto the back of your die shape, so whatever it is. So this is great, you know, for any of those fine shaped pieces where, you know, you're getting messy and your glue seeps out and all that. So I'm just going to use a pair of tweezers, bring in another one, and I'm going to layer this right on top of it. And with liquid glue, you've got the flexibility to move it to get it just the way you want it. Now I'm going to flip that one over and do the same thing. And by using the silicone mat, nothing sticks to the silicone mat. So theoretically, I haven't tried this, I should be able to just wipe it off with a baby wipe afterwards. And that should get rid of any sticky residue. So, and obviously you would want a sponge that you just keep just for this purpose. You wouldn't want to use this sponge for anything else. Okay, and then one more layer. I think we need a little bit more. So does anybody else do it this way? Or has anybody tried it? It's actually not as messy as I thought it would be. I thought my hands would get all sticky and I'd just get glue everywhere. But I think using the tweezers helps. There we go. Okay, so can you see that thickness? See how much dimension that gives? It just gives the fine lettering, it gives it more substance. Okay, and then what I'm gonna do is, this is gonna go across here. So obviously I only need glue kind of behind the A and the N. So I'll add a little bit more. I don't need much. And then just add it. I might have to use this for this actually. Okay, so let's move this stickiness off. And this is just gonna go across like this. Right, Liz says she did this on foil. And no more icky glue smudges. Yeah, you know what? It's not sticky around the edges at all, so it worked. Because I think if I had done layer upon layer of Tombow with just doing like the glue right on the back, I think there would have been seepage, it would have been sticky around the edges, whereas there's none of that. And my hands are not sticky at all, so it works. Okay, so now we need to decorate it with some faceted gems. And I'm going to use white for these ones. I used Flirty Flamingo for the other ones. So, and I'm gonna use a few different sizes. I need my take your pick tool. So these have kind of a yellowy hue to them. We need a little white one. So that, and then we'll use a couple more up here. Oh, you're catching the live today, Karen. What's the weather like in BC? Trying to find the right size here. Here we go. This is what we need. No, it's not. We need a small one. Okay, so I'm just gonna stick those on. Let's cover this over, and I will use my Tombow and just put a little dot. That one flipped over. Oh, Barb said that her sister is doing Christmas Day with her in-laws, so Boxing Day is what works best. No need to apologize, Karen. She says it's above 0. She goes, she won't say anything else. Yeah, it's cold here. But thankfully we haven't had a ton of snow. We've had a little bit of snow, but it's not too bad. All right. Okay, so the outside of the card is done. This would look cute with the red ones too, but like I said, I used all my red ones for a swap. Now for the inside, I went ahead and I pre-cut some hearts because I wanted to repeat this. Excuse me, I wanted to repeat these hearts on the inside. And then I've got a strip of white that I'm going to stamp this greeting that says sending a little something. And this is going to be just with black memento ink. And line that up so it's straight. There we go. Yeah, we've had a little snow in Sherwood Park. Like it's been snow, it's just a fine snow. Like enough that you have to shovel, but it's not too bad. Okay. So now I'm gonna open this up and we'll stick these down. Put that in the middle. You could put a layer on here as well, but I find this color is good enough, like it's light enough that you can use any normal pen to write on there and you'd be able to see it. So I often like to add a layer on the inside, especially if it's a darker color, or if you can't just use a regular ballpoint pen to write on it, you need something a little bit darker, especially if you're gifting the cards. You want to make sure it's easy. If they're not a crafter, they probably don't have any kind of special pens or gel pens or a white pen to write on something dark. There we go. And it's all done. So this card, you could easily do this card, make it a birthday card, an anniversary card. It could be a wedding card as well. Like there's lots of different things that you can do. So hearts aren't just for Valentine's Day. So these are going to be some of my thank you cards for orders that I got during the free shipping promotion. So if you placed an order with me, thank you very much. And you might see one of these in the mail. All right. So I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. Hopefully it's not too busy and you have a bit of time to relax and enjoy the holiday season. And I will be back next Friday for a live. And if you're on my VIP group, I will be back on Tuesday evening for a Facebook Live over there as well. And if you're not part of my VIP group, make sure that you request to join so that you don't miss out on that. All right. Oh, I'm sorry. Well, I hope you have a better day, Amy. I know that a funeral is not always fun to go to, but yeah, I'm sorry for your loss. All right, so thanks so much, guys, and we will see you, any VIP members, on Tuesday evening. Otherwise, I'll see you next Friday. All right, take care. Bye, guys.